Tell your neighbor these words, and neighbor, a song of thanksgiving for deliverance. A song of thanksgiving for deliverance. How many of you just excited that God delivered you? What men had in store for you, how many realize that God altered that plan? Come on, you can sit down if you want to. If you want to stand up the whole time, that's cool too. But we give God glory. We honor the Lord. So, we're doing this morning, amen, the 18th Psalm. And how many realize that David had been on the run a long time? How many of you guys are glad or excited or ecstatic that God blocked some things in your life? Do you realize there are so many things that could have happened or should have happened to you? But how many know that God altered the plan? Sometimes we didn't even realize that we were under attack. How many know the enemy comes in subtle and sneaky like the snake he is? And how many realize that he comes in unaware? How many know he sets you up, oh my God, for the things that you desire? And I'm talking all right in here. But realize it was an attack of the enemy. Oh God, one of the things that's happened is one of the biggest success that the devil has, that people don't believe that he exists. But how many know you got to call the devil what it is? Sometimes the devil look like a whole lot of y'all. He don't have no pitfalks and no long tail. But how many know he's a good-looking brother? Ooh, he's a good-looking sister that's telling you what you want to hear. Oh God, I'm out of here, but you don't realize that you're under attack. But today we're going to talk about what God delivered. Oh God, anybody ever been surrounded by enemies but God delivered? How many realize God bless you? You had to get fired from a job that you thought you needed. Ooh, to be pushed into your destiny and your promise. Can I talk to somebody in here? The Bible tells me thanksgiving for deliverance. How many thankful that God delivered you? How many just appreciated that I don't look like what I've been through? Oh God, I'm out of here that God brought me out. People have gone through what you've gone through and lost their mind. Oh my. Other people have gone in the cemetery, but God kept you here. And put a song down in your mouth. How many know he give you a personal relationship with him? Dare you to look at your neighbor. I feel touchy today. If you don't like who you're sitting next to, you might need to move. But how many know, tell your neighbor, my God, in here, it's got to be personal. You got to have a personal relationship with God. Oh my God, he has to know you on a one-to-one basis. What are you saying, man? I'm saying it the fact that God is for me. Oh my God, God is everything that I need. As I look at the psalm, he tells me in the text, oh God Almighty, in here, this 18th psalm, the whole book, the whole chapter of the 18th psalm. This psalm is a raw song of thanksgiving that rehearses God's deliverance from David for all of his enemies. How many ever had to come out of the thing when you look back and see that God delivered you? It appears to be a popular version of the song. Even in 2 Samuel, you'll find some of the words in the 22nd chapter. The title, Servant of the Lord, places David in elite company, namely that Moses and Joshua, the Messiah, who are also be titled the Servant of the Lord. How many know that means they're servants and not owners? I'm going somewhere. The psalm includes the declaration of David's love and trust in the Lord. How many realize that God is the only one that's able to bring us out of what we've been in? Oh God, it is to God be the glory. It's not man ingenuity. It's not our thought process. We're not smart enough. We don't know enough. How many know God was working while we were sleeping? How many know the enemy wanted to kill you and you was unaware? Oh my God, in here, how many know you had unseen enemies that are trying to destroy you? But we praising him for God didn't allow the things that should have happened. Oh my God, some of the stuff you've been through with, you ought to be in trouble now. But thank God that God delivered you. Am I talking all right in here? My God, in here, the psalm includes a declaration of David's love and trust in the Lord. A narrative of his deliverance by the Lord. An explanation of the cause for David's deliverance. An exposition of display of God's attribute to these who trust in him. How many know the whole psalm is telling us something in the 18th? Oh my God, in here, the description of the Lord, intervention giving in verse 7 through 19 is called a theophany. Many of the Old Testament, in which God visibly manifests himself to us. How many know God sometimes intervenes? Cousin Jill, sometimes you look around and say, it's nobody but God. Oh God, who's able to deliver me without even knowing that I was under attack. Oh God, I'm not in here. What is the theophany characteristically has two parts. The first part, the Lord leaves his resident and nature reacts. When God leaves his residence, when God left heaven, that means nature reacts. When a child of God gets in trouble, God leaves his residence. The Bible tells me when a soul is in trouble, the Lord stands up. Oh God, I'm out of here. And how many know nature reacts? I ain't got no help that time. Y'all gonna get it. Oh my God. How many realize that when you're in trouble, how many know when God does something, a theophany on you? That means when God leaves his resident and come and see about you, mother, how many know nature got to react? I'm teaching better than you acting. How many realize that his resident, it is just highly poetic and vivid way of describing the fact that God of Israel intervened in the history of David's behalf. The entire psalm is a celebration of that fact. That how many know that God came from glory just for you? Can I teach it here? How many know verse 2 in the text? It says something. The Lord is. Woo! Lord, I'm out of here. The Lord is my. The word my is a monosyllable. Oh my God, it's a personal pronoun. How many realize my is a sense of ownership? I'm going to give you 6 my concepts out of verse 2. The first one, the Lord is my rock. Meaning, Sister Riri, he's safety and security in God's immovable strength. That my God got every strength. My God is a rock, a sure, steady foundation that no man can move. The second, he's my fortress. Oh, God, David is saying, he's my fortress. A place of refuge and safety where the enemy cannot penetrate. Oh, my God, here, the devil can't do nothing with me because why? God has me covered. The third, he says, he's my deliverer. It means he's a living protector. Oh, how many know God protects me? Yes, he does. Sometimes he has to cover me from me. Yes, he does. Coming in here. How many know the fourth, my Sister Penny was, he's my buckler. Oh God Almighty, what are you saying? A buckler is a type of shield. Symbolizing that God comes between us and harm. God comes between us and trouble. God comes between us and whatever is trying to harm us. How many know he's a buckler and a shield? The fifth my in this text. In verse 2 he says, he is a horn of my salvation. Meaning that he's strength and victorious power to deliver us and save us. No matter what I'm going through, he is all those things to me. The last one, he says, the Lord is my high tower. Oh God Almighty, a high place among the rocks, safe from plundering and destruction. How many know the things that were designed to kill me? How many know that God has me covered? Can I talk in here? How many know we don't realize sometimes who we belong to and whom we belong to? Yeah, I heard somebody say, ask your neighbor, what's your last name? How many know the women, when they get married, they lose their name? How many know they pick up their husband's name? Can I talk in here? But how many realize there is a name, Sister Tiffany, that I'm walking under now? Oh God, the name is above every name. When you become a child of the living God, how many realize that you have a new name written in glory? How many know that name is the Lord's and it's mine? But I heard what Solomon said. Solomon said the name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run into it and is safe. There's no safest place, but the safest place in the whole wide world is in the arms of Jesus. Can I teach him here? What does the name represent? Oh God, the name of the Lord represents his person, his authority, and his character. The righteous turn to the Lord for refuge and help in a time of trouble. Ah, my God, in here, I think I'm going to go on home now. What are you saying, Pastor? I'm saying David says, I'm thankful that God delivered me. Is there any reason to give God some thanks this morning? Somebody said, I thank God for everything. He's been my rock and he's been my shield. He's been a present help in troubled times. He's been a way maker. He's been a mountain mover. He's been a bridge over troubled water. Say yeah to God. He brought me out to bring me in. And I'm going to give him a praise. So many times the enemy tried to kill me. So many times I should have been dead, sleeping in my grave. But God said, live on. Say yeah. Is there anybody in the holy morning got a reason to be thankful? Say, Lord, I thank you that the children are well. Lord, I thank you that you brought me out. Say yeah to God. But I heard David say, in my distress, I called on the Lord. Anybody called on him when trouble was all around you? He is a trouble fixer. He is a mind regulator. He is a way out of the way. He is joy and sorrow. Say yeah in here. Somebody say yeah. Say yeah, God. Come on and hotline who you're with and say, neighbor, I'm standing on something. I'm standing on a rock that never will give away. He is a sure foundation. He is my everything. Come on and help me here. Say, he's my God. I got a mind for you. He's my rock. He's my shield. He's my joy. He's my strength. He's my way. He's a way maker out of nowhere. Say, yeah. I got a king. I got a king. I got a king in my soul. Can't nobody do me like Jesus. Can't nobody pick me up. Can't nobody turn me around. Can't nobody put clapping in my head, running in my feet. He is my everything. He is my burning battle. He is, yeah. I owe him a praise. Anybody thankful this morning? I called on the Lord in my distress, and he heard me. I called on him to heaven heard. I called on him to God move on my behalf. And I know when God moves, the earth take notice. Nature bags up. Sickness leave. Trouble gone. Because he is a trouble fixer. Somebody help me now. Say, neighbor, that was trouble in my way. I had to cry sometimes. I laid awake at night, but that's all right. I heard of a man named Jesus. I heard that he was healing. I heard that he was a deliverer. What's his name? What's his name? I called on him. the game. Come on and help me. I need a cheerleader. Come on and hop. Say, neighbor, V-I-C, T-O-R-Y, victory is our battle cry. Come on in here and say, we have the victory. The victory is in Jesus. Say, yeah, and I am expecting. Come on, how about you, neighbor? I got to quit in here. Say, neighbor, I'm expecting to win. I'm in it to win it. Oh, God. And he said, Lord, thank you for delivering me. So, Pastor, I didn't even know that I was under attack. But God delivered you. Say, yeah. Tell your neighbor, I'm stronger for it. It was good for me that I have been afflicted. In my affliction, I learned who I can trust in. I learned who I can call on. Mama couldn't do it. Buddha couldn't do it. Sandamu couldn't do it. Confucius couldn't do it. Could nobody help me? But at the name of Jesus, I got peace. At the name of Jesus, I got joy. Joy like a river. I praise him by myself. Tell your neighbor, hold my view and watch me praise him. You don't know what I've been through. You don't know what I've gone through. When I think of the goodness of Jesus and all he done for me, my soul crying out hallelujah. I owe him a yeah. I owe him a thank you. I owe him yeah. Woo! Tell your neighbor I got a song